Hello and welcome. You are listening to the Happya Life podcast. I'm your host, Clare Deacon. After deciding survival wasn't enough, I set out on a path to live my best life. I wanted to thrive. Now I'm on a mission to support others. Think you're not good enough, confident enough, brave enough? I'm here to tell you you are, and you can achieve anything. This is your time, so let's do this. Welcome back to the Happya Life podcast. I'm Clare Deacon, your trauma-informed therapist, positive psychology coach, and the founder of Happya. And today we're talking about a time of year that brings up so many mixed emotions for the women I work with. A season that we are fully in right now, the festive season. Now, I'll be honest. I genuinely love parts of it. I love the lights, the slowness, the reflection, the coziness of it. I love the idea of December, the peace, the warmth, the gathering. But so many women, especially women with history of trauma, chronic stress, emotional overload, burnout, complicated family lives, tell me the same thing. I love the idea of Christmas. I just don't love how it feels. For many, this time of year isn't festive, it's frazzled, it's overstimulating, it's emotionally loaded, it's physically exhausting, and it's full of expectations. It's full of pressure, both internal and external. Overall, it's a lot. And if that's how it feels for you, I want you to know that you are not alone. You're not being dramatic. You're not being too sensitive. You're not overreacting. Your nervous system is doing exactly what it learned to do in order to keep you safe. This episode is your soft place to land. You're calm inside the chaos. We're going to gently explore why the festive season overwhelms your nervous system, how to soothe yourself in real time, and how to set soft boundaries without feeling like a bad person. And we'll sprinkle in a lot of permission. Permission to do less, need more, and protect your space. So let's take a breath together before we begin. Drop your shoulders, let your jaw soften. Feel your feet for a moment, even if you're walking or standing. Just one breath. You're here. You are safe enough. And we can start. Here's the truth I want you to hold. Your nervous system doesn't care that it's Christmas. It doesn't care that you've spent weeks planning, or that you've written 6 lists, or that everyone else seems excited. Your nervous system is not swayed by fairy lights or matching pajamas. It doesn't respond to that it's a special occasion. It responds to one question above all. Am I safe? It asks, am I regulated? Am I grounded? Am I emotionally connected to myself? Am I overwhelmed? Am I in fight, flight, freeze, or fawn? And during the festive season, the honest answer is often not really. There are so many reasons for why this is the case. There's more people, more noise, more demands, more stimulation, more pressure to be on, more travel, more unpredictable dynamics. There's more expectations, more emotional memories, more grief, more family roles you thought you'd outgrown. And to top it off, there's less rest, less space, less quiet, less grounding, less routine, and less regulation. From the Happya resource, Why You Feel So Much, we know that many women are already operating from a heightened baseline, high sensitivity, hyper attunement, old emotional habits, fawning, freezing, over functioning, and emotional intensity. All of these patterns make December feel even heavier. So, if you're feeling more anxious, more irritable, more tearful, or more drained at this time of the year, it's not that you can't cope, it's that your system is overstimulated. So let's talk about why this happens. So, the vagus nerve, the main communication highway between your brain and your body, is constantly scanning your environment for safety cues, warmth, calm, gentle tone of voice, slower pace, soft gaze. All of these signal safety. Noise, pressure, unpredictability, intensity, time limits, these all signal threats. And the festive season is full of micro threats to the nervous system, not dangers, demands. For individuals with trauma or burnout history, your system has learned to be hypervigilant, constantly scanning, constantly adjusting, constantly managing the emotional climate you find yourself in. So when you combine hypervigilance with overstimulation and emotional expectation, it's a lot. And your body reacts accordingly. You feel tension, you have shallow breathing, numbness, tight chest, shaky energy, irritability, overwhelm, shutting down, or feeling everything just too intensely. None of this is a flaw, it's a pattern your nervous system has learned to survive. So, how do we soothe that system? How do we protect our peace when the world gets louder? Let's walk through some gentle, accessible tools, no perfection, no pressure. So, call one, bookend your day with grounding. This one is simple but powerful. Start and end your day with 2 to 5 minutes of intentional regulation. This could be putting both your hands on your heart and taking 3 slow breaths, or taking and breathing in for 4, holding for 1, and exhaling for 6. Or perhaps sitting with your feet flat on the floor and noticing the weight of your body. Or perhaps looking out of a window, not scrolling, not thinking, just noticing something still. These moments are not indulgent, they're not extras, they're essential reset points. They tell your body we are safe, we can soothe. And if you forget to do it, that's okay. Try again tomorrow. This is gentle work, it's not a test. So give it a go and see what difference it can make to your day. Called to set sensory boundaries, not emotional boundaries, but sensory ones. So if you find crowds make you tense, give yourself permission to step outside for a few minutes. If loud voices overwhelm you, take a quiet break in another room. If you're visiting family and everything feels too much, go to the bathroom, close the door, and just breathe. One of my favorite grounding practices is this. Place one hand on your heart, one on your stomach. Inhale slowly and exhale with a soft sigh and whisper, I can return to myself. It's subtle, it's private, and it gives you that sense of security and control and safety. It works. So, tool three, prepare yourself for known triggers. Most of us already know what emotionally activates us in December. Perhaps it's a particular person, a topic, an old family pattern, a house that's too full, a memory, an expectation. Instead of waiting to be overwhelmed and overloaded, plan your regulation in advance. If Aunt Jane asks me why I'm still single, I'll take a slow breath before I answer. If Dad brings up that old habit of talking over me, I will gently anchor my feet into the floor. If the kids are overstimulated, I'll step outside for a minute to reset. If I feel my chest tightening, I'll go and make a cup of tea. These are not acts of avoidance. This is preparation. This is giving yourself emotional safety. So, tool four, create a sensory anchor. Now, this might sound small, but it's really quite powerful. Carry something with you. It's grounding. A smooth stone, a piece of soft fabric, bracelet you can rub with your thumb, fidget spinner, ring, a physical object that reminds your nervous system we are here and we are okay. Your body responds to cues, even tiny ones. So give it a go. Find what's right for you. Tool five, rehearse your no. Not every boundary needs to be a big statement. Sometimes it sounds like I've reached my limit for today. I need a quiet moment. I'm going to step outside for some air. I'd love to help, but I can't take that on right now. I'll join you in a bit, just taking a breather. Boundaries are not rejection. Boundaries are regulation. You're not trying to control others, you're supporting your own nervous system. And yes, guilt might show up, especially if you're used to people pleasing, peacekeeping, or fawning. But guilt is not a sign you've done something wrong. Guilt is a sign that you're doing something new, a different pattern, a different choice, a different way to support yourself. And your nervous system just needs time to adjust. This is exactly what the emotional reset teaches, that guilt, overreaction, overwhelm, shutting down are all nervous system responses that can be soothed, not judged. Let's pause for a moment here. Take a long, slow breath in and out. If you can, let your out breath be slightly longer than the inhale. Let your shoulders drop. Let your body know you're safe enough right now. Okay, I want to talk about permission because there's one thing I want you to hold this festive season. It's this. You are allowed to not enjoy everything. You are allowed to do less, say no, leave early, arrive late, skip the drama, skip the pressure, create your own traditions, protect your energy, rest more, give less, be quiet, be soft, be yourself. You don't owe anyone a version of you costs your well-being, not even at Christmas. Your emotional energy matters. Your nervous system matters. Your peace matters. Your limits matter. Here's your gentle journal quote reflection prompt for this week. Where can I give myself 5 minutes of regulation, even in the chaos? Maybe it's in the car before you go inside. Maybe it's in the bathroom, leaning against the sink. Maybe it's when everyone else is distracted. Maybe it's before bed. Maybe it's in the morning before the rest of the household wakes up. 5 minutes can change everything. And if this episode has made you think, this is me, I live in emotional overload all year, not just at Christmas, then I want to invite you to gain some support that actually meets you where you are. If you're ready for a conversation, if you want clarity, support, and a soft place to land, book yourself a complimentary chat with me. It's not a sales call, it's a real conversation about what you're carrying, what overwhelms you, and what support might genuinely help you. The link is in the show notes. And if you're not ready to talk, that's absolutely okay. You can begin gently with the free resource, Why You Feel So Much, the 3 hidden habits keeping you in emotional overload. It explains why your emotions feel so intense, why your system reacts the way it does, and how to begin soothing it. Again, the link is in the show notes too. So thank you for being here. Thank you for caring for your nervous system. Thank you for giving yourself grace in a season that asks so much of you. Next week, we're exploring how to navigate the holidays without losing yourself because your emotional well-being deserves protection, not perfection. Until then, breathe gently, honor your limits, and remember, you don't need to earn your rest. If you've enjoyed this episode, ensure you hit subscribe, head on over to my website, happyacoach.com, sign up for the weekly newsletter, and let me support you in living a happier life. I'm your host, Clare Deacon. Thank you for listening. Have a fabulous day.